she said, just read it, because I was looking for movies that could be commercial and speak to the human experience.
In the lawsuit against Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni's attorney isn't just presenting receipts. They have already discovered a potential weakness that could indicate Ryan Reynolds ruined Blake's case with some shocking information you wouldn't expect. As more allegations surface in the lawsuit involving Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, many people have switched sides in recent months. It all began when numerous old videos of Blake's being rude to co-workers or people she had worked with were made public, exposing her behavior for what it was. Given that Justin has a reputation for being a non-troublesome person, she was held accountable for any drama that may have occurred between them based on all the evidence from Blake's interviews. People instantly switched sides when Blake revealed some shocking details about what she accused Justin Baldoni of starting, even though it appeared that the heat may have subsided, in addition to hiring a crisis manager to bury Blake Lively after she accused him of misbehaving on the set. The New York Times reported that Justin also paid publicists to launch a smear campaign against Blake using screenshots of conversations that now appear to have been misconstrued. And even more bizarre is the misbehavior Blake accused Justin of on the set of It Ends With Us, as additional documents have revealed that events did not unfold exactly as the New York Times reported. It gets really crazy because Ryan Reynolds, another figure in the controversy, may have unintentionally aided Justin Baldoni's case. Fans have been trying to piece together the events involving the two main cast members of It Ends With Us and determine whether or not many of the accusations are accurate ever since the controversy began, but a lot of these charges originated on the set of It Ends With Us, which is when Deadpool and Wolverine were filmed. Deadpool, one of the most popular movies of 2024, is making a comeback, but not for a good reason. Ryan's portrayal of a character in the movie Nice Pool has been rumored to be a parody of Justin Baldoni. This is evident in the man bun, a hairstyle that Justin wore for years before having chopped it off in 2023 to donate to two kids who had lost their hair for medical reasons. Whew.
It's based on a beautiful, really important book, and it's about a young woman named Lily who confronts the generational cycles in her life and breaks them and ends the circle. And I hope people find it inspiring, and yet also, you know, it's a film about a heavy topic. It's about domestic violence.
But the comparisons to Justin don't end there. Nice Pool made a comment about Lady Pool in the movie, which added to its complexity because it had some unique remarks. Oh my goodness, wait till you see Lady Pool. She is gorgeous, she just had a baby too, said Blake Lively as the character. Because Blake Lively gave birth in 2023, around the time Deadpool and It Ends With Us were filmed, the real life incident, Nice Pool, said Lady Pool just had a baby, was turned into a script. This became part of Blake Lively's case when she revealed that Justin had entered her trailer while she was breastfeeding and exposed. After Deadpool criticizes Nice Pool for making a remark about Lady Pool's body, which has been interpreted as another Blake case, and she discloses that Justin body shamed her on set despite the fact that she had just given birth, the situation becomes even more intriguing. After he made the astounding revelation that parody is how Justin presents himself in real life, art proceeded to reflect reality in the persona of Nice Pool. That's not what you should say, in my opinion. That's all right. I consider myself to be a feminist. However, it didn't end there because there are still a lot of details that are peculiar to it that end with us. Somehow, controversy infiltrated Deadpool and Nice Pool's conversation. Blake's constant demands to have the intimacy coordinator present because she didn't feel safe filming the spicily charged scenes with Justin were another delicate matter from the It Ends With Us set. This demand has been shown to be a deceptive strategy to support the claim that Justin didn't care about the intimacy coordinator on set because, as we learned from the chat receipts and other sources, the coordinator was constantly present and Blake was the one who was reluctant to use her services. Where in God's name is the intimacy coordinator, though? Ryan instead found another opportunity to make a joke in Deadpool. Nice Pool made fun of Justin again after claiming to be a feminist by saying, "My calling is to one day host a podcast that monetizes the women's movement." Once more, the fact that Justin co-hosts the podcast The Man Enough, which is about masculinity, is what makes this so strange. Supporting the experiences and narratives of women has helped Justin establish some of his reputation.
I'm honored, and I'm also more honored that because, you know, what we're talking about is so important and so meaningful, that we're able to have this much anticipation and so many people want to go see it and are talking about it. Like, that's what I'm grateful for.
And you had a key part in bringing it to the big screen. How did this all come to be?
Well, in 2019, I read the book. I was sent the book by my book agent and friend at the time, and I was looking for films that could inspire, that were commercially viable, but also could really like reach in and touch somebody's heart.
Delivering a direct jab as one of the film's writers and producers who enjoys making jokes about the circumstances around him, it wasn't subtle at all. Many people believe Ryan made fun of Justin in the film, which may have added interest to the case, but it has also complicated Blake's lawsuits, and the details are extremely unsettling. It was clear from Nice Pool's hairstyle and numerous remarks that Ryan was pursuing Justin as someone who directed cameras to him for a good few years, and unfortunately he left. But the setups of Blake's funeral was very graphic. As the couple's case approaches the courtroom, it will be detrimental to their relationship because many of Blake's claims were true, delicate, and frightening. Why would Ryan go ahead and make jokes out of them and dilute everything? Additionally, it is frequently implied that Ryan and Blake play themselves in their projects, and their past demonstrates that they still joke around despite their marriage. However, it is completely absurd that a serious matter like what Justin has been accused of was written, discussed, and produced without any checks on the joke's extent. You haven't heard the end of it yet, though, as Ryan's alleged actions with the lovely pool in relation to Justin Baldoni may ultimately destroy their entire case. In actuality, the situation was completely different. Ryan physically chastised Justin for asking about Blake's weight after he had to lift her, and watch out for his back problems, which have required him to have surgeries on multiple occasions. Ryan also asked Justin not to fat shame his wife ever again. It was a heated exchange during which Justin repeatedly apologized and made sure he didn't become the object of the couple's ire. The question then shifts to why it became amusing to reenact this scenario in a nice pool. Even though Ryan had severely reprimanded Justin for the same infraction, it wasn't the last time he would treat him like a child, because it happened again in a manner that no one had ever used to belittle Justin before. Additionally, Ryan's continued mockery of numerous allegations that may not have occurred is extremely outrageous and could jeopardize Blake's lawsuit should it ever go to trial. Although the fans may have sparked the rumor that Ryan was making fun of Justin, Justin's attorney is ready to defend his client against many of the allegations and facts.
I was testing for a show that ended up actually getting picked up and doing very well, and I was one of two people maybe, and then I get a call from my managers and my agent. They were both on the line, which means it's something serious.
Right.
Either you got the job or there's something wrong.
Yeah.
And they said, so you were the choice, but the network said that your eyebrows would be too distracting.
Oh,
What? Oh no.
And then they went like, so what can we do about your eyebrows?
And a significant portion of the case will center on Nice Pool's offensive remarks. According to attorney Brian Fredman, Pool's remarks are entirely about Justin saying, "What I take away from that is that if your wife is harassed, you don't make fun of Justin Baldoni. You don't make fun of the situation, you take it very seriously, you file HR complaints, you raise the issue, and you follow the legal process." It's pretty clear what you're doing when you make fun of the person and make it into a joke. There are clear similarities between Deadpool and the events of It Ends With Us, given how everything transpired in 2024. It concludes with the fact that we were first planned for release on February 9th, 2024, was later rescheduled for June 21, and finally released on August 9, 2024, which is near Deadpool's July 25, 2024 release date. It has been claimed that the husband and wife planned the 2-week gap between the release dates of their two, so that together they could become the first couple to top the box office since Demi Moore and Bruce Willis in 1990. That isn't shocking though, as more information has surfaced about how Blake assumed control of practically every part of the movie by serving as the intimacy coordinator. This may be the reason she ignored the expert who was hired to provide this service, along with rewriting some scenes with her husband Ryan, who edited the rooftop scene during the strikes. She also took on the roles of writer and costume designer. In addition, Blake directed and edited and found music for the movie's soundtrack, a responsibility she has frequently mentioned in interviews, and that many of her co-stars have also acknowledged she had the authority to change the release date to coincide with her husband's Deadpool if she could accomplish all of that in order to steal the movie from Justin, which is another reason why Justin kept getting smaller in the midst of this Hollywood power dynamic.
She said, just read it, because I was looking for movies that could be commercial and speak to the human experience. And
Were you reading romance novels?
And I had never read a romance novel.
Never?
And she said, just trust me, read it. So I read it, and by the end of the book, I couldn't even read the text on the page because I was crying so much. My wife was in bed next to me, and she's, I got snot coming out of my nose.
It got so bad that Justin was severely undermined on the set of It Ends With Us by both his wife and husband over a film he started and only cast Blake as the actress until it was too late. Ryan also went to great lengths to ensure they had the last say in the production when the drama on set became heated over who gets control. He tried to buy Justin out of the movie. In closing, a close source on the set told us that this is the biggest movie Blake has ever made. Ryan offered Justin millions to leave it, but Justin turned him down, so it has been a difficult battle for him to ensure she isn't replaced in the follow-up. The similarities between it and Deadpool continue to grow as Ryan and Blake's marketing of the films together, which seemed adorable until it wasn't, highlights the numerous mistakes Ryan made in a desperate attempt for the couple to take over. One of the viral promotional materials concludes with Ryan and Brandon Sklenar making a humorous appearance, followed by Hugh Jackman doing the same. One clue that something terrible occurred between Blake and Justin on set was the appearance of the Deadpool universe friends at the publicity for It Ends With Us, with Brandon, who plays Atlas and isn't the primary love interest that Justin plays.
I mean, honestly, the way that I get into a character is through their style. So it was more about who Lily is that was so fascinating to me, is that she's a walking, talking contradiction, yet it's perfectly harmonious for her.
It became increasingly clear that the cast was split up as we saw more of the publicity from It Ends With Us. It was crazy that many of the cast unfollowed Justin on Instagram after he disclosed how he was treated on set, and Blake demanded that he not be allowed to go on press tours with any of the cast members. Justin was also promoting the movie alone while the others did theirs separately. Blake's statement that she didn't want to see Justin near her during the premiere was another example of her disrespect and contempt for Justin and the work he put into the movie, until she was urged to allow him, his friends, and his family to hold the premiere in a different theater and had them hide in the basement to avoid upsetting Blake. Furthermore, seeing Ryan mock Justin in his film after all of these things have come to light demonstrates how far they went to make his life miserable, both on and off the set, which could jeopardize Blake's potential legal defense against Justin.